What up, Flare fam? How's everyone doing? Been a couple of days since I have did a video, and I didn't even get a chance to do claiming, so I'm way behind, way behind. Been busy since I got back in the country, so my apologies, guys. In fact, my computer still reads in Spanish, so my apologies. But anyway, I wanted to hop on and do some claiming of some of the LP pools and things of that nature, show you some things. Man, Kinetic just popped out a wrapped ETH, supply, supplying WETH on Kinetic. And right now it's paying 175% or something interest. I was on earlier and it was 222%. So yeah, supply ETH and get about and a lot of this obviously looks. I'll pop over here real quick so you can see. A lot of this looks like you're going to be earning in Joule token, right? So right now it's 176% Joule token. It was 222%. So of course, I do not recommend doing anything at all, but I had some ETH over in Enosys that wasn't paying 176% APY. As you know, I am bullish on stacking the Joule token. So I 176% juice that Kinetic is paying right now for supplying wrapped ETH. In the house for Kinetic, and I'm going to suck up some of the 176%, but it is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence. So let me go back over. Let's get a confirmation on this guy here. Get in my wallet. Okay, we're confirming. All right, we should be good. All right, here we go. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go over to rewards. We've got some Joule. As you know, I typically don't really do a lot of claiming of the Joule. I will claim the key because the key is staked Joule, and Kinetic is still paying a nice hefty APY for staking Joule. So I will claim my key. My rFlare emissions rewards, they don't come out till the end of the month. I'll let the Joule stack up in there. Then I go down to my staking rewards. I'm up to 1,359 Joule, 1,266 that I can claim if I wanted to, but I'm not going to claim those, but I will take the $16 claimable in key. Go ahead and claim that so I can continue to build up my key stack and continue to earn more Joule and earn more key. Let's go, and we've got this one. This is only 3 cents. I think I'll leave that one there. And then I've got 0.63, 4 cents. I'll leave that one there. That's not really that much. So there's my claim. I went ahead and claim that. Remember, you are getting some good juice for staking. 121% right now. It's been, consistent around 150, 160, 170, but it's 121%, which is still fine. I'll take that. No complaints. Let's go over to Sparky. I'm not sure how much I'm going to do in Sparkdex because I'm just letting that Joule stack up, as you know, in Sparkdex. Sparkdex is paying a nice, healthy APY for the Joule S-Flare LP staked. It's now at 185. So you can see 486 bucks. 409 Joule, about $25.34 in rewards that I could claim if I wanted to. But I'm not going to claim them. I'm going to let that stack up. And then over here, let's go to pool to see what we have and if it's worth even wasting our time, even though the transaction fees are pretty low. So let's go back. I'm still in range. This is important to check your LP pairs and make sure you're still in range. So let's go here, and I've got $1.31 of stuff that I can claim. I can get those 43 Flare and 66 cents in USDC. I'm going to go ahead and claim those because I want to get those wrap Flare. Not too worried about the USDC, but I am going to go ahead and claim the wrap Flare. 43, I'm okay with that. So let's do this. Okay, so we got that one confirmed. So I think that is really going to be it for now on Sparkdex. I'm not pulling the Joule token stuff from that farm. I'm going to just let those continue to accrue up. All right, okay. All right, so let's go to Blazeswap. I've got, so of course, you know, we've got the swap. You can see I've got liquidity pairs in there. Go to rewards tab. I've got 15.91 wrap Flare to claim from 2 pools. So I've got claimable here and claimable here. So I'm going to go ahead and claim all those. Let's get those in. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we got that. So we got the claim going in there. Let's pop over to Enosys. Give me a sec here. Got another confirmation. I need to claim for the second one. All right, that's good. All right, Enosys. Let's go over to our farms. And as you know, my strategy over on Enosys has primarily been taking my Apsis rewards and swapping that over for Joule token. I think what I'm going to do is claim. I'm going to claim these. There's like, I'm in a bunch of pools. Let's see. I'm in 1, 2, 3, 4 pools. So I'm going to have to do 4 separate claims. It hasn't come up yet, so I may just wait to do that. But I'm going to probably claim this Apsis rewards, 0.00513, and then I will swap that to ETH. I'm going to come back over in Kinetic, and I'm going to go supply that ETH. I'm going to supply that ETH over here on Kinetic, and I'm going to supply that ETH and get some of this 175% for supplying the assets, ETH, okay? So that's what I'm going to do with my Enosys rewards, because otherwise it's going to take a minute for me to claim all those. So I'll do that off screen. I'm still hodling and just waiting to do anything on the Songbird side. Let me get connected here. Let's go. Okay, here we go. So I've got 1 SGB I could claim, and I've got 0.63, so I'm up to 0.63 SFIN. So getting close to that 1. That's my target is 1. Getting close. All right, so that's Enosys. Let's go over here and look over here. So over here, we are on the portal, and there's some rewards to claim on the portal. So I'm going to go ahead and claim those delegation rewards. You betcha. Let's go ahead and claim those. Let's get those claimed. This is going to pop up in my MetaMask. This is a different portal. Sign in, because I wanted to show you guys something else as well on the portal. Crypto Siege had asked me a couple weeks ago about the delegation, the PDA, the delegation account. And I do have a lot of stuff now that I've pushed over to the delegation. All right, so I've got done claiming those rewards for delegating for Flare. Okay, so obviously this is a different wallet, so you won't see the emissions, but the delegation account. So the delegation account, the PDA account, right? Personal delegation account. So you notice when you go into the portal, you got the main account and then you got a delegation account. Well, this delegation account, this PDA, is a way for you to, you can enable the delegation account. And when you enable that account, let me see if I can switch over here. Give me a sec here. Let's see, we can go here. Let's try this here. Okay. So you can go to, if you go to your delegation account, you can enable the delegation account, and then it's going to ask you like for voting, right? Because it doesn't come with voting rights. That didn't work well. Let me find one where I don't have anything going on there. Let's try the burner wallet number 2 connected to the burner wallet. Okay. I want to show you what this looks like when you first go in there. Okay, here we go. All right, so you go to your main account, and then you go to your delegation account, and you can enable, right? Enable. It's going to tell you, go ahead and approve it. So you're going to enable your delegation account. Here, okay. Once you enable your delegation account, now you're able to put in your Wrap Songbird or Wrap Flare into this account, and it will, again, you have to talk to your tax accountant in your country or wherever you're at, but it will treat the taxation of your claiming of airdrops and FTSO rewards differently. You're essentially setting up this delegation account to do that so that you won't have the same tax consequences that you might have in your regular wallet. So again, I'm not a financial advisor, not a tax advisor, not giving any advice. I'm just kind of showing you what this functionality is. And I believe Flare put that in because there's a lot of people concerned about the taxes on claiming airdrops, the taxes on claiming delegation rewards. So they set up this personal delegation account to allow you to kind of separate that and to claim it under this. And then, of course, when you're ready to, if you want to use those or whatever, you can always move it back to your main wallet. But the delegation account is set up, and you can there's information right in the portal that tell you, FAQs. It tells you, functionality, how it's handled and all that good stuff. So you can read about it, but essentially it's designed to help you with the taxation of claiming rewards and things of that nature. And so you've got this isolated wallet, how it's treated. Again, you got to talk to your accountant. But right here, it tells you about, what is a personal delegation account. Every address has its own PDA. It's meant for temporary storage of funds, limited possible actions. How can I use it? It allows you to delay the realization of earnings, right? But again, you got to have a conversation with your accountant in your country of origin. But on the delegation account, so it shows you this address. This is the address, right? It shows you your Wrap Flare balance, which I don't have any Wrap Flare. It shows you delegations, so you'd have to go in and do your delegations, right? Choose your delegations, right? Select it and choose it. And then you see where it says governance vote delegation none. You'd have to transfer those votes to the main account, right? Basically, you're going to be transferring the votes, transfer all delegation account votes to the main account. Because in this PDA account, in this delegation account, you don't have any governance. So you have to transfer the votes over to it so that you're able to still vote. Okay, so you're going to set your delegations. You got your governance vote delegation. You're going to have to get some Wrap Flare in here because this is what the PDA delegation rewards and airdrops are based on, right? You don't have right now, you have nothing. So you go to your main account, and if you had, like if I had Wrap Flare, like I have Flare in this one, 0.99. So I just hit send, and here's what pops up. How much do I want to send? I want to send it all, and I want to send it to my delegation account. Boom, and hit send. And that will send it over to the delegation account. All of a sudden, you'll see a balance pop up over there, okay? So your wrap flare is what you'd want to be sending that, whatever amount to the delegation account, and then hit send. And that'll move it from the main account to the delegation account. And now when you go in there, your delegation rewards, your airdrops will be claimable within the delegation account. And again, if you click on account information, it will tell you, there's an FAQ that tells you how you can use it and things of that nature. Okay. You can move them back and forth, left and right. It's not, I mean, I literally can withdraw these, right? Take them out and send them back to my main account. Okay. So tax purposes, again, not financial advice, not a tax planner, not an advisor. Do your own due diligence. But if you want to vote, then you're going to need to make sure that your delegation account has governance vote delegation. So you'd have to transfer the votes from the main account. They'll vote and it'll go back towards the main account, which is where they sit right now, governance voting. Okay. So that's the portal. That is the PDA. We talked about Kinetic, and the wrap ETH is now there. You can supply it and earn 176% interest. And then you probably have seen Bifrost Wallet has a DEX that is actually live. It's actually live. Let me connect, because it's live on Flare and Songbird. It's rocking and rolling, and basically it's an aggregator, right? It looks at all the swaps on all the DEXs on Flare and on Songbird and gets the best rate. So you can see the tokens that are in here. There's quite a few tokens and available, and you can swap them. You can swap. It's live. This thing works. All right. Boom. That's it. So this is the DEX aggregator from Bifrost. Bifrost put it out, but it's I think it's like AMG. What is it? Oh, Amagi swap. Amagi swap. So it's live. The thing is live. And it says here, Amagi swap, find the best exchange rate for your swap on Songbird and Flare, open beta, but it's actually live. So you can get in there and get active with it. So what else? I've been digging a little bit more in the docs, looking at attestation providers, looking at, so of course we have the FTSO, we have staking, delegating, and there's also the other key and core protocol also is attestation providers, or the state connector, if you will, right? State connector. So I've just kind of been looking around in this one. But one of the things that I thought was really interesting, and I tweeted this out as well. Let me go to my tweets, and I will show you a couple of these guys here. Okay, here goes one. All right, so this is one. This is phase 3 staking. So there's 3 phases of staking. We're in 2 right now. We're in phase 2 right now. So the third phase says that staked funds can earn flare drops and participate in governance, but right now they don't earn FTSO rewards. In phase 3, once there's a secure communication between the P and C chain, staking rewards will be managed entirely on chain. The goal is that they'll say have the same rights as wrap flare on the C chain, opening the possibility of FTSO rewards in addition to flare drops and governance. So we already get flare drops. We don't have governance on the P chain if you're staking. But the fact that you're possibly going to get FTSO rewards and staking rewards is a big deal. That's like a double dip, you know. That's a big deal. So this is, because staking right now is, you have to have 50,000 minimum, but essentially it's kind of out of the deal. You can't do much with it. So I think this is a big deal. This is a possibility that for those of us that stake, we could add another pile, add another box to the deal, right? But yeah, same rights as Flare to see phase 3. All right. My guy right here, Jay Shar is funny. He's like, Jesus, man, if staking earns FTSO rewards, I see no reason not to pile all of it in and go in Sceptre and blah, blah, blah. And then the other one that I also wanted to share with you guys that I also tweeted out. So that's staking. The other one has to do with the state connector. This has to do with the state connector. So again, you have, look at this right here with the vision for blockchain for data. Flare adds the attestation provider, which is the state connector, to the role of the validators, the infrastructure providers. They have to do all three things. They got to be able to secure the network with staking. They got to provide continuous data to the FTSO system, and they also have to answer the state connector queries for attestations. 3 roles. You see that? When fully operational, these decentralized infrastructure entities, that's the FTSO, the staking, those are all the infrastructure entities, are going to be responsible for all 3 of these, right? In this way, the stake required to operate these secures all 3 functions. Infrastructure entities are rewarded for each one of these roles. Right now, we get staking rewards. Right now, we get FTSO rewards. But right now, we do not get state connector queries for attestations. So for each one of these roles, the process involves staking in the P chain, rewards that are calculated on smart contracts running on the C chain. So this one right here is yet to come. It's yet to come, guys. Yet to come. Okay. The state connector. You hear Hugo talk about the FTSO and the state connector, or the data connector, or the FDC. It's the same thing. That is about going out and querying data, state data, like did the transaction get confirmed on Bitcoin? Is the weather 72 degrees right now in Florida, right? Querying data, pulling it back, running a consensus algorithm to come up with a response, and then making the decisions whether or not that's a go, no go. That is going to pay us rewards. Horizontal, baby. Horizontal accumulation and growth. Horizontal accumulation and growth. All right. So I also put a tweet out to talk about this because Flare.space actually has, that's where I first saw this. Will the FlareNetworks stake connector be kicking off rewards like FTSO/staking validators? The helpful Flare_.space_ I spy. The stake connector allows information from other chains to be securely and trustlessly used on Flare. That's what the stake connector does. When we go over to Flare.space, right? They have a distribution simulator. That simulator shows a number of rewards. There's the distribution of the rewards. There's the airdrops, right? They have the FTSO. And then what do they have here? They have the max state connector support rewards, right? This is a distribution simulator to show us what potentially, depending on how many we had in our bags, what we might be getting for the state connector rewards. So I am not 100% certain, but to me, it looks like there's going to be some state connector rewards coming to us. If we stake probably with the validators, or if we delegate to the FTSO providers, it looks like there's going to be some opportunities for us to earn more horizontal accumulation. Horizontal accumulation. Flare Space says that we'll use this opportunity to plug our blog. Use the first 2 sentences. Thank you. So let me get out of there. Sorry. But anyway, I had some really good feedback on this post. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. So guys, I just want to kind of go over those things with you, kind of give you an idea what that looks like. Some new things that popped up. Flare Advisor is also where you can kind of see the annual annual earnings, stuff like that, right? You can see delegating to the best FTSO, what they're providing. All right. Here's the staking. All right. Staking is going to always be a little bit higher than delegation until there's about 30% of the people staking versus delegating. Then it kind of balances out. But Hugo has even said that as well. So this is the website where you can kind of see that, Flare flare.space. If you go over here to distribution simulator, so go to analyze and go to distribution simulator. The distribution simulator, you can just put in there and say, okay, right now I currently have, let's just say I have 50,000. And you hit see expected returns. It will calculate it, and then it'll give you some little narrative here that says, hey, starting with 50,000 between now and when the distribution ends, right? This is what you can expect, estimated to have, right? Potentially your 50 will grow to 76,000 between now and January 2026, okay? And then it gives you a breakdown and it shows you what that looks like, right? But if you look at this. So it's showing you at the bottom, state connector rewards 728, max validated rewards, delegation rewards, incremental distributions, which led me to say, okay, let me go look at this table, because the table gives me the actual data. And that's where I saw, right? So right now, if you go over, I went back, sorry. But if we go over, we'll see the state connector column. See that? Validated rewards, state connector rewards. So this is factoring in, flare.space is factoring in what I would imagine at some point in time we should start seeing, because all of the infrastructure providers must do FTSO. They must stake and validate the network. And they're also in the attestation providers for the state connector. So these are rewards we should be getting soon, I think. I could be wrong, but I think, okay? So yeah, that to me was pretty cool. So I've been kind of digging a little more. I'm trying to find out where are all the other ones that are out there. And this I thought was pretty cool. So cool. All right, guys, listen, I think that's all I've got now. Again, I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, share. Let me know if you got questions. Happy to help. And other than that, peace. Flare fam out. We're getting close. Make sure you're redeeming, you're minting and redeeming over on beta for F assets. We're getting close. When moon, we're all going to go somewhere and be Flare fam on a beach somewhere. Let's do this. All right, guys, take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.